So I'm going to change my directory. Oops. CD. Open up that Word file. I'm going to go ahead and open up the other file also. Ragdoll testing. And start Sly. Actually, I'll split the window real quick. And last time I was loading the file, this time I'm just going to hit Control-C, Control-K. That's going to compile it and load it down here in this Sly buffer. And it's complaining about frog. So I think at the end last time, let me just try to find all instances of frog. Control-S, frog. And then here I'm going to change that to ribbit. Control-S. Look for frog. Get rid of that and change it to ribbit and make sure it's no more frogs. Control-G to get out of that. Okay, so I'll just Control-C, Control-K again. Save file, yes. So this time there's no errors. So I'll just get rid of this window. Control-X, K, kill this buffer. And so now I should have everything in there. I guess Ragdoll's unbound. But we're using like get Ragdoll HP maybe. So how, yeah, so that's how we were getting her stuff. Okay. Oh yeah, I had this right here. I think this might be called a keyword list, but I'm not sure. I was thinking about maybe making that. Let me just say I'm gonna call it a keyword list for now. Keyword list. I was thinking about maybe making this the weapons or something, but I don't want to change those other things. I already have an XY here, so maybe I'll just make these like coordinates or something. Oh, so I don't want to get F that, I want to make it. Okay, so let's just say def var. I'll make it a chords, and then we'll give it x0, y0. Just save that. If I hit Control-C, Control-C, it'll just compile that one thing and throw it down here, so I should be able to use chords. Oops. Control-C, Control-C again. Because I use def var instead of def parameter. So I should put def parameter instead. That way every time it loads, I can change it. And now it'll be updated. And if I'm going to make this, then maybe if I make some coordinates like that, we come over here and define a function, and then move, and give it a direction, and then put a case, direction, and then let's say if it's north. Let's go like this. One is north, south, east, west, and come back up here, and then I'll just say control space, north, south, east, west, Control X RT, and then here I'll say if you go north. Guess I did one too many, but case direction, go north, then we should say can I still do that? Okay, so if I say get x equals, so get f. No. Get chords x, so get f here. Okay, so get f chords x. So that means if I come over here, I should be able to say set f get f chords x plus get f chords x and 1. It's not showing me where that stuff ends at. Okay, so if I now say enter, maybe. Oh, looks like I needed one more. So if I get f chords x, and now let me try to move north and see what happens. Move north. Variable n is unbound. Oh, move north maybe like this. Move is undefined. Okay, so I didn't control XO, control CC. Now I got an error. Not deleting. It's deleting that code because it's unreachable, I think. So now if I say get X, so it moved it. So it looks like it's deleting this code because it already had the X there. So I'm just going to come over here, control S for X. And then right here, well, actually I'm going to go to the front, right? So this will be south. Say this is west. This is east. I don't need that one. And then right here, north and south. This be the y-axis maybe. And if you go south, we'll say -1. And if we go west, we'll say -1. So compile that, I get one error. Oh, this was supposed to be minus. And maybe I'll go like this too. Control C, compile that, no errors. Control X O, Control X K. And so then now if I say move, let's go east and put the quote there. So if I move east again, if I move north, if I move west, So then maybe we could define a where, let's say. So if I come over here and say define where, take no arguments, because it's just for the rat girl, let's say. Well, maybe if we want to know where rivet is too. But for right now, let's just do it for her. So where, and then we'll say format T. Axis, percent %s, and we'll say get chords, is it getf, just go down here and look real quick, getf chords x. Okay, so getf chords x, say y, the y-axis, and then maybe we say start location. Control C, Control C, Control C. Too few arguments. Oh. Here, I think I want to say plus. See if there's an abs function first. Can I say like abs -5? Alright. And abs 5. Okay, so I should be able to say like plus abs getf chords. It's kind of ugly, but I'll stick with it for now. And now if I say where cold words is unbound. Oh, I didn't put any new lines in there. Put a new line there. You are estimated from the starting location. I'll put one there too. So 3 moves from the start location. So I say move north, north, north. Oh, it's kind of weird having those. North should be first or something. Now if I say where, okay, so this is just to play with the keywords. I'm not really going to mess with that right now more than that. Let's see, go up to the top of the file. We had rat girl here. I think I wanted to like make her buff. I don't think she buffs right now. So if I say get rat girl str for strength. She's got 2 strength and she's got 100 HP. So can I even run that? Do I have a taunt yet? Let's see. So right now, rat girl, to call that, I have to call that lambda thing, I think. Okay, so let's go ahead and split this into so right now we can say get rat girl HP, get rat girl RG taunt, I think. That gives us a lambda function there. So if I say fun call, and then now she should have got rid of some of her HP, 48 HP now, and her strength is still the same. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is make a function to call this. So defun taunt. Right now it'll just be rat girl that taunts. So then I'll fun call. Actually, I can just come over here and grab this. And so now, Control C, compile that little function right there, and then call taunt. So now rat girl should have 22 strength, or 22 health. So the next thing I want to do is come over here and give her a buff when she does this. So probably after that too. Or do I want to get rid of this though? So it's not going to be in a loop. I think I can put it right here. That would close the prog end, so I'll just say rat girl strength. So if I say setf get rat girl str, I'm going to set that to be, I kind of want that on the same line if it's not too long. Setf get rat girl HP plus get rat girl str with 2, I guess. Format T rat girl now has tilde s get rat girl str, let's say. See if that works. So let's see her health and see her strength, and then call taunt. Common Lisp taunt is undefined. If I could spell taunt right. So she did not get more health. Oh, I didn't compile that function again. Running too few arguments to format. So right here, can't see this whole thing. Control L to recenter my code. And then see, we'll get ragdoll strength, get her health, tell her to taunt. Now she has 4 health and 4 strength. I think she'll kill herself if I do it again. Oh, I need to change that to be 6 strength. So she's dead. Set F, rat girl, HP. Get. And set it back to 100. So now rat girl should have 100 health. And strength. She has 6 strength maybe now. And so rat girl now has %S strength. And so if we taunt again, let's say, just one more time. Now rat girl has 22 HP and 10 strength. Okay, so that's done. Actually, girl top buff, property list, beast, ghost. I think I added a stinky in here. Was that a hash, right? So stinky's right here. You know, I should just maybe go like this. And then switch this to be 1 window, and then switch to be 2 windows like this. And then over here I'll put my repo, let's say. Oops. There we go. And then here we'll put ragdoll testing. So we have struct, we have a pet. We have stats are for the pet right here. We should do the stats for everybody now though. So Stinky only has 1 thing in it. So probably right here we'll give Stinky an HP also. So we'll just give him 30. And I don't want to show this anymore, but I'll leave it there. That's how you use that. So we have HP here. Do we have HP Stinky? No. If I say HP Fly, probably have to quote it. I think that's where I was going wrong last time, so I was forgetting to quote that thing at the end of the last video. So now we want to get Stinky's HP also. So let's say HP Stinky. And so we'd have to say like get a hash HP Stinky, I think. These quotes, like, oh, maybe I didn't execute that. Let me come back over here and then run this line right here. And then maybe I can get it. And it's not with a quote, right? Okay. And we can also get this str already, I think. Alright, so they're both 30. Just they're different, I guess. Make us HP 35. Okay, so now we need to add this. So here I'll add stinky. And then we'll say get hash HP stinky. And now I should be able to say HP stinky. Oops. Okay. So I wonder if I can change that to stat maybe. And change this. Sorry. Like I don't know how complicated this case can be. So I might change this case to be a cond. Because I kind of want to change some of these things to be entity and try to get them their way. And which one of these was a struct? Oh, these were structs, okay. The fly, the pet food, and the rivet. So I think maybe I should copy this so I don't mess it all up. Okay, so here I'm gonna change this to be, I think, stat. It's gonna be the entity and the stat itself, and this will be a cond, and that means that each one of these right here will have another one of those there. Oops. I guess I could have done this one at a time or whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna say actually I think I'm gonna equal P on a lot of these. So I actually am gonna do that. Control X RT, and then I'm gonna say equal P. There we go. And then I think equal P entity should have kept going. Control X RT entity, and then it just looks like there's more than one space there for some reason. Okay. Can't be that simple, right? I've got to do something else, I think. Let's see. Entity rat girl. Variable stat defined but never used. Oh wow. Is that just a warning? No errors? Okay, so it's just a warning. So stat ghost HP. Okay, I think that's working, but I'm not using the stat, so I need to go put that in here. So I'm gonna take this out, put the stat. No stats used, but it's not always used. I think that's okay, maybe. if I say stat HP or stat ghost HP, and then beast. Alright. And then what I kind of want to do too is to come over here. It's the same right here. Rag roll. I think that's this right here. Might need to be quoted. Better make sure rag roll works. Okay. And then these other guys, like rivet. I wonder, cause like there's a horsefly over here too. And right now there's only one pet. But if we were to add another one, then maybe these need to be type. So like if I say type P rivet, it's gonna want another argument. Okay. So if I say type of rivet, it's a pet. So if I can say type P rivet pet, alright, so I should be able to come over here then, and we have our stat working. Stat was working, right? So I can get rid of this now. This is irrelevant. Make sure stat rivet HP, is that how that goes? Okay. So now I want to change this, I think, to be type P entity pet. And then right here say entity, I hope. Pet's undefined. No warnings. So now if I say stat rivet HP, let's say I get 100. So that means now I can do the same thing with this, which will let me do the horsefly. So type P entity pet food, then come over here and change this to entity. And then now we should be able to say stat str fly. Oops. Stat fly str, and then horsefly. There we go. So we got some coordinates. We messed with the map hash now. So I think that's pretty much it here for what we have. So now maybe, do I have an alter in here? Alright. So maybe we'll make one that alter the HP of everybody now. So I don't know if it'll be if it should be attack, or right now I'll just say alter HP. And then we'll give, I guess, if we're gonna attack someone or alter the HP, or we're gonna, because this way could be a heal too or something, I don't know, but alter HP, we'll give the attacker who the target is first, and then attacker maybe. Okay. So then if I wanted to get Rat Girl to attack the ghost, let's say, let's just start that way, and then get the ghost to attack her. So we can see his stat ghost HP like this, and if we want to target that, we'd say like ASOC HP ghost. Is that how it is? And then it would be second. And then we have the ghost HP. So that's all we need to come over here. And I almost wanted to do the Rat Girl first, but let's add the ghost first, I guess. So would this be a cond or would this be a case? I wonder which one's better. I think on these cond for the pet and pet food. See, I don't know, like over here, when I change this to a cond, like in the case, I'm not sure how I'd say like type P stuff. That's why I changed it. So I'm just going to go with what I be able to use, because I think pet food and pet getting attacked should be this way also, so we don't have to have one for each one of them. If this was like an all class, we could just do it all like this or something. So we're going to say cond, and then we'll say equal P target ghost. And for right now, only Rat Girl or Rivet would be attacking these people anyway. Like the enemies, the ghost and the beast won't attack each other for now, at least. So equal P target ghost. Then we'd say set F second ASOC HP ghost 2 minus stat ghost HP with the attacker's strength. And so right now the attacker will be Rat Girl, so to get that we'd say get Rat Girl STR, let's say. So, but we can get her stat, I guess, too. So we can say like stat Rat Girl STR. So maybe I can just put that there. Stat attacker STR. Wonder if I could put entity here too, but since some of these are different, I'm just gonna leave it like this. Because ghost, beast, all these need to be different, so I'll just put their names there. So I got a warning somewhere: stat ghost HP, undefined variable HP, which means I missed a quote. Recompile that. No warnings. If I say alter HP. I give a target of ghost. See, I don't know here. Do I have to quote these? I think I have to quote this. And then Rat Girl. So it seems like that would need to be quoted, so I wonder if I have to quote this side. Let me recompile that. I got no warnings. Ooh, did not like that. Value nil is not a tight number. Maybe I don't want to put that there. It's giving me back 2010, but it's giving me an error. Okay, so the stats. when I made the stats, I bet I put the tilde S there instead of a tilde D. I wonder if that would make that okay. I don't know if I should try to mess with that or not, but I'm just curious. When I did the stats, oops, they were right there. Well, yeah, because I'm doing all this stuff, and one of their stats might be their name, although I'm not pulling that right now. So I think if I just say, like, come over here, just say, just to make sure this works, ghost, right? And so it was second ASOC ghost. To the HP, I could just use the same thing. I could maybe like also typecast that too, I wonder. But let me just try the second ASOC HP ghost. And then the same thing with the stat. Oops. This is gonna be get rat girl str. One style warning. Attacker is defined but never used. Oh. Yeah, I don't want it to be rat girl. I gotta compile it. Alright, so Ghost, he had 10 HP. Now he's got 0. Because she's got all that strength right now. She's too buffed actually right now. So I'm just going to recompile this file over here. And then, now let me see, get, well, I should say stat rat girl str2. So if I was to say plus that with 2. So that was the error I was getting earlier. That's why it wouldn't work. But the stats actually right now, it's not putting out a name. I could go back and change that code if I change that to be a tilde D instead of tilde S over here, I think. So just for now. And then this right here would let me say, oh, you know what, I have to recompile that. But I guess right now the stat won't pull the names. So now I should be able to come over here and just say like get, sorry, stat ghost HP and stat rat girl str, I think. Once again, this is supposed to be attacker. I don't know why I keep doing that. So I guess if I just say ghost, I say alter HP, ghost is a target, rat girl, I got O2, it's not a type number, rat girl, okay, so I'm just going to change this stuff back. I hate the way the undo works. I don't understand it all the way. Alright, I think. Oops. Format T. Where's that at? Percent S. And just leave this like this. Oh, figure that out some other time. So I wonder if, like, is the ghost the def var? when I reloaded that file, it didn't reset the ghost health because it's a def var. So I'm gonna change this to parameter. And same thing with the beast. And does anybody else? Ribbit to parameter. Stinky's def parameter. Okay. That way, when I recompile that file, now if I come back over here, the ghost should have 20 HP again. So I guess I'll just make the rest of these dudes. So now equal P target beast set F, and then this one right here we're gonna have to use cutter, so or rest, so beast. So here we can say asoc set beast HP maybe, no, asoc HP beast. Okay, and then here we'll just put rest since it's a dotted list. So here we'll just set that to be the same thing right here. Rest asoc HP beast. And then make that by rat girl. So get rat girl HP, which is actually attacker. Wow. Slow down. And then I guess I should add rat girl in here too. So I guess we can make sure it works. Oops. So now we can say beast. Beast has 40 HP. So we can say alter HP beast by rat girl. Where's another alter at? Oh, we don't need that there, do we? Number again. Oh. The attacker is quoted. Wow. So Beast had 18. Oh, because I put her HP there. I'll get it one day, I promise. Just Control C, Control K to reload everything. And then we'll say Beast. And then alter 38. So there we go. 36. So ragdoll string. Stat. Ragdoll. STR. So now, let's go ahead and take out ragdoll now. So equal P target. Like, does it have to be like this? I don't know if I have to quote this or not. Ragdoll. So set F. Get ragdoll HP. Minus get rat girl HP with the attackers. Ooh, this is where I need to get the stat though, because we have the stat working for everybody. Guess I need that to work. Stat. I wonder how I can typecast something. Let me just look that up. Make a string of number. It's not really a string right now either though. But parse integer. So if I say stat ghost HP, and I try to do the same thing and make that +1, it says no way. But if I say parse integer, it's not a string. Why did it fail earlier when I had a D there? Let's see, stat. I'm used to scrolling. That broke something else earlier though. Oh, I guess I'll find out what it is. So now if I say stat ghost HP, number. If I say parse integer now, I wonder. It's not a string. If I don't format it at all. Okay. What if I stop formatting this stupid shit? Sorry. What if I stop formatting this? There's no reason to be doing that, right? I should still be able to say stat ghost HP get 18. Alright. I don't even think it matters now. Let me change this back to an S. Oh, I got rid of that. Okay. It's none of those things. That should just make it give me something back that I can use, I think. I guess I could test that right now too. If I just go like this one more time. I hope I didn't compile that and that's why it's not doing that. Okay. So I should be able to come over here and say a lot of these things different now. These I think still have to be the same, but this doesn't. So this can now be stat ghost HP and this could be stat attacker strength, and this could be stat beast HP, and this could be stat attacker strength. This can be stat ragdoll HP. No, it cannot. This one can though. Stat ragdoll HP minus stat attacker STR. Guess that's a lot to fix if it doesn't work. Equal P. 3 things failed now. Let's see. If I say Control C, could you come over here, Control X, K that, and Control C, Control K, see if it gives me the same errors or different. The variable attacker is defined but never used. When all else fails, check the parentheses. Setf is still crying over there though. Let's see what's it saying. It's an error. Odd number of arguments to setf. So that doesn't go there for sure. Wow, how did I mess all this up so bad? Okay, so let's see if this right here will Control C, Control K the whole file. Nothing looks jacked up. Sometimes it's hard to tell. The last errors. There we go. So now can I alter HP? The target will be Ghost from Ragdoll. And so now we say Ghost. And then now we can say Ragdoll, let's say stat Ragdoll HP. She's got 100. So now we'll say alter HP Ragdoll by the Ghost. And then now the Ghost has 10 strength, right? So she just went down by his 10 strength. Okay, so that's working. So what else do we have? We have a Stinky that was normal. I almost want to put Ragdoll up top though. She's kind of different than these other dudes. And then get rid of this one right here. And it doesn't want to work right because I don't have my parentheses closed. already indented correct. Okay, so now target will be Stinky. And then he was the hash map dude, so I think it was get hash Stinky HP maybe. It's the other way around. Let me just see. Get hash HP Stinky. Yeah. So to set that though, I need to know how to do that one first. So setf get hash HP Stinky. And right here, I probably could be able to put target, start putting target here instead of Stinky, but still, I'll just worry about that on the ones that matter. Right, so we'll set this to be, and make sure Stinky, I'm pretty sure I put him in there. Stat Stinky HP, yeah. Let's say stat Stinky HP minus stat attacker str. And then here it's going to be type P target pet. And if that's true, then I'm going to say setf pet HP target pet HP minus pet HP target. Oops. Stat attacker HP. One warning. Set attacker strength as values with conflicting numbers. So what is it saying? Deleting unreachable code derived from attacker string. How do I control C, control K? Do I just get the same thing? Yes, so. .132, at least it gave me a line number. Alt GG 132. This minus sign is saying it's unreachable for some reason. Alright, let me just come over here and get rid of this. Oh, you know, just put my scratch pad maybe. Alright. I could have swore this code was working earlier. Set attacker strength. Set, because it's stat. Okay. I don't know when I messed that up. Still getting used to this stuff. So hopefully I can compile that. Oops. Not used to my window being full screen like this, so I keep hitting Alt Tab. So alter HP. Well, I guess I should say rivet first. And so rivet has 100 HP. So if I say alter HP rivet with ghost, let's say. What? I did it again over here. I'm supposed to be using their strength to attack them, not the HP. So let's just see if this makes more sense. So rivet has 84. And so I better compile it. I wonder why it's not working again. There we go. So now it's by 10. So the only other thing I think now is to add the pet food now. So type p target pet food. And we'll set f pet food HP target minus. And we should be able to put the stat here too. Like this right here shouldn't matter. I should just be able to say stat instead of pet food HP, because these should work. So stat target HP by stat attacker str. There, I did it right that time. And so now we should say there's a fly and there's a horsefly. And so if we say like alter HP fly by rivet, let's say. Bam! That is totally wrong. Stat rivet str. How did rivet get 54 strs? Might have been when I was messing up earlier, hopefully not now. So Control C, Control K, come back over here. See, rivet has 100 health, 100 strength. What? So rivet has 100 strength to start off with? Control S, let's find rivet in here. Rivet should have 1 strength. So I think this right here didn't reset the struct. So I want to say sly inferior sly restart inferior Lisp, and then that'll restart sly. And then now that it's restarted, I'll recompile this file again and then see what rivet is. So rivet has 1 strength now. Stat rivet str, and it's showing 100 there, so somewhere in my stats or somewhere where I'm calculating this, I'm pulling that wrong for rivet. So stat oh yes, because I put this type P. The rest of them are working correctly, but here I'm just stuffing this right here. So this is wrong. And then maybe just for the heck of it, I'll put a case in here, right? pet food HP, and then this one right here. This one's fine. Actually, Stinky doesn't go here either. Pet and pet food should go. Like, let me put Stinky over here. Alright. So here I could just use the F, I guess, but I think I might just put a case in here to. So here I'll say case entity stat, because this one's not working right either. This should be stat here. Stinky to get the stat should be stat here also. So I have to check Stinky now too. It's crying. There's some balance parentheses. I know I don't want to fix it yet. So stat Stinky HP or str. There we go. That's working. Okay, the rest of them are doing it right. So here I'd put like an if preferably, but I'm just gonna use a case. Case stat. And then here I'm gonna put is it HP or HP? I wonder if I have to put the quote there. And then case str. Put pet str entity. Now that I have the other stuff working correctly, I could probably just do that. Duplicate quote case occurring clause str. So it's saying don't put these. If I say stat, that's pet, so ribbit HP, let's say, and if I say str, there we go. And then same thing here. I'm just going to put a case here. Case stat, and put HP. It's going to be this. And if it's str, maybe pet food. str entity, and now I don't have to use that pet food. I could just use the stat there, right? But just so you can see how to use the pieces of the structure, I guess. So now I should be able to put fly, and the fly is HP, and it could be the horsefly also. Oops. Let me get rid of that extra thing there. Okay, so now we can alter these dudes here to get their stats, see where they're at. So I guess now I'm about done messing with this stuff. I think the only thing I'll try to do right now is just add a class, and then after that I'll probably just go ahead and mess with the stuff later on after adding it. Like try to find out how to do like some generic methods when they're attacking. Because right now it'll just be the same as everybody else if I make the functions. So maybe I'll just play with like the generic functions and some def methods or something next time. Maybe not next time too, because at some point I want to deviate away from this and start building the web page too, ribbitface.com on port 8080. So I don't know, but so we'll come over here and we can just make a class, just def class. And I don't know, we can make it like a boss, let's say. And you don't have to give them initial values, but I'm just going to give it initial values. So if we just make an instance of the boss, it'll just be a default one there. So you can put a name and an accessor. These are slots, so slots for the class, I guess. So accessor boss name. Then there's an init form, which is just what it's going to initialize as. So if we don't give it a name, the initial form will just be baby boss, let's say. And then that's like how you can access it too. And same thing, they're just going to have the same values as everybody else. So we'll give them init form. Just give the boss like maybe 50, the baby boss 50 to start off with, and init arg, call it HP, and then we'll give them strength, give them accessor, boss str, init form. Oh, I don't know, like what should the boss strength be? Maybe 15 or something to start off with. I don't know. I haven't thought about how strong it is. Maybe 20. Although Ragnar only has, it's like 5 hits, so she can't kill him there. I don't know. We'll just say 15. I want to say that's it. And if we weren't giving them all this stuff, you could just put name HP strength without any of the parentheses. Well, actually, you can just go like this too. Actually, you can make a class like this. I think that's all you have to actually make it. And then you could give it values. So you could say like name, HP, and str like that. If we weren't going to give them default values. And the accessors can be readers, or they can be readers or writers, but I think accessor means you can read and write to them. So if we see if that works, I guess. No errors. So then we can make an instance of the class. So we can say like def parameter. We'll just name them boss. We'll just give them bossy. And then here you just make an instance. And then the name. Oh, I think this is the make instance of the boss class, and then name, and then we'll just give it the same thing as bossy. And I think if I compile that, invalid argument name, maybe because I called it boss name. I'm just going to put it over here in the REPL. Invalid initializing or boss name. I had the first time. Alright, so what are they over there? Their name, HP strings. I didn't arg on all these guys either. Let go back over here and look. So over here, wait, this right here I think is confusing because there's probably a deal right there too. I have accessor, init form, name. And then right here I got the HP. And so I think I want to put this here too. str. So if I do this, does it work now? Okay. So what I was doing wrong right here, so I didn't have everything in there, but I left out the colon right here, which is just weird to have two of those in a row, I think. So I should be able to use this now. Right, I didn't like boss name anymore. So no warnings, right? I come over here. That way next time when I start off I don't have any errors. Okay. And so with the classes you can, like, we gave those slots value, so you can use the slot value. And I want to say, like I said, slot value bossy, I call it out. And then, like, do I just say like boss str maybe? Is it str? Yeah, okay. But the other name maybe. So if I want to say slot value bossy, and I say name, for instance, it says bossy back. But here I think I can say the other name that I gave is this right here, boss name, right? So I think I can just go like this, boss name, and then bossy, and it'll show me that information. I can say boss HP bossy, and then that's how we can start interacting with the rest of the stuff we already wrote. We'll just come over here and probably say type P of class boss, because I wonder if you can say like class of or something. So if I say class, so what can I put here? Class of bossy, let's say. So it's type boss. So you could use kind of like this, maybe type P too. I don't know, type of bossy. Let's see what that says. Boss. So we could just say like type P bossy boss maybe, and put this right here, and then add this over here. So maybe it shouldn't be too much different. And so maybe with this I'll add it like this, and then I'll try to do another example of where everything's a class, because then you could use like generic methods depending on if they have to do a strength or HP or whatever, and then automatically do some stuff maybe. I don't know. Not really too familiar with this too much. So yeah, maybe next time mess with that, or mess with what I want to try to do right now is just get Hutchin to serve static pages. So I can just build an HTML file, for instance, and then tell Hutchin to serve that. So if you go to the name of that file, it'll just serve it out. And then after that, make a couple pages. And then after that, try to figure out how to make the pages in Lisp, I guess, and have Lisp generate the HTML or something. I don't know. Anyway, ribbit.